If you're starting your game development journey because you have a passion for game development and you love it so much that you want it to be your full-time career, then you're going to have to consider how to make it a financially viable option. How to make sure that you ensure that your titles create enough revenue and income for you that you can continue to do this as your full-time career. Now, I've been doing game development for 5 years now. I've had failures, I've had successes, and I've learned some really important things along the way. The biggest mistake that I've made is the current game that I'm making, the game that I've just released to early access and will go into a full final release towards the end of the year. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm so proud of Gym Empire. I'm so happy with the game that it's become, and I'm so pleased that I was able to create the game that I envisaged at the beginning, a game I dreamt about making for a long time. And currently in early access, Gym Empire is performing a lot better than my previous experiences. But the thing that makes it a huge mistake and disappointment for me right now is that it does not sit in a pattern that I could consider repeatable for continued success in the future. When I started making Gym Empire, I only intended to spend 6 months making it, but here I am 5 years later. And even if this was to make over £100,000, that would not pay me enough for 5 years of work. That would not cover an income of 5 years of work that I need as a father of 3 kids. When I first set out my game development journey, I always intended to create gaming experiences throughout a period of 3 to 6 months. And this is what I would recommend to anybody who wants to be a full-time successful indie game developer. The key to being a successful indie game developer is going to be able to move fast, to fail fast, and to learn fast, and to be able to perfect your process down to a point where you can confidently say that your future releases are going to be financially successful. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying just bang out any game in 3 months, don't put any effort in, and just release shovelware in the hopes that it'll make some money. Keep on doing that until you start seeing some money coming through. That is absolutely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is find a game development style that suits you. Find the types of games you enjoy making. Understand how long it's going to take to make different types of games, and start focusing on the types of games that you know you are going to want to come back to every single day to finish off. The types of games that you're going to be proud to put out there, and the types of games that when you finish the last one, everything you learn from that one you can put into the next one as well. The key is finding that repeatable process that you can continue to do over and over again over a 4 to 6 month period, and putting out multiple awesome games that you can build a community through, and your community can continue to expect more games like that they can get excited for and tell other people about. Only through this repetition, only through this process can you continue to learn and can you continue to improve. When I released my first game, I thought I knew it all. I read everything. On paper, I knew everything you needed to do. But nothing can teach you all those little intricacies, all those little differences about the way you approach development, about your specific circumstances and how it affects you, and the things that you're going to need to do for your community. Moving into Gym Empire, I knew so much more. And after 5 years of development, I've learned an absolute ton that I can put into my future titles. But I'm just disappointed in myself that it took me 5 years to get through this project. If I was purely a hobbyist, or if I just wanted to create a single game of my dreams, then that's fine. 5 years is a good time to put into something that you're passionate about and that you just want to do for the enjoyment of it. But if you want your dream of game development to become the thing you get to wake up every day and do, to become your full-time career of choice, then my number one recommendation is finding that repeatable process that you can continue to follow and you can continue to tweak to make sure you still find that enjoyment from the process. But just creating an awesome, successful indie game is just the beginning. To absolutely maximize your success, you're going to have to do this as well.